So much there is to see, my friend. From the city to the shore, grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
Well, g'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Nice to see you. There's a few in the chat. Welcome aboard, folks. First of all, the Down Under Cruisers. Well, that's moi, so there you go. Followed by Helping Hands for Cruising. Welcome aboard, Helping Hands. It's been a while since you've actually been on this show, so nice to see you. Joe, easy peasy, that looks like Alice Springs. Don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, here's one I've got to get ready. Where is it?
That's not Denise. Hello, Denise.
Hello, Denise. How you doing? Hope your shift was a good one. I think you're at home now. And also, how's your bro doing? Joe, g'day, Denise. How are you? Denise is saying, good, getting geared up for our cruise. That's cool. The cruise is really, really soon. 12 days away? 16. I lied. 16. Don't have a heart failure. 16. Joe's going, yay, and Denise is still at work. I thought you said you were at home when you were on Eddie's, but that's cool. Nice. Hope it's an easy day for you. I didn't use the C word or whatever it is that I'm not allowed to use, so there you go. Joe's done the hashtag duck. And what do you know, hashtag duck has come up with Joe's link, so please go there and check it out. Denise is saying, bro is better. We had a stomach virus last week. Oh, thank goodness for that. I'm glad to hear he's on the up and up. Yep, we are. You're busy panicking, so there you go. You guys are leaving on the 9th. Awesome. You're going to have a really exciting time. So you said you guys. So who's going on the cruise? You and Dwayne. Is bro coming along with you, or is it just you and Dwayne? Okay. So where are we today? Joe's put in his bid. I might give you guys a little bit of a heads up on it a little later on as to where we are. Do you guys like my duck's hat? This is my duck's hat. It was given to me by Kelly, who is Chris's wife. Chris is the treasurer of Helping Hands. She gave this to me because it was too big for her head, and I can tell you what, it's got the lovely ducks on it, so it fits in very nice with the Down Under Cruisers. There you go. So I'm wearing it because she gave it to me. So there you go. It's traveled the world, this hat, literally. All right. So Denise is saying his cousin and girlfriend are sailing with us too. Oh, that is awesome. That's really magic. That's good to know. Now, I think you guys are going to have a bucket load of fun, and yeah, it's going to be really great. Also, good news is. You're going to be there. You're going to be on board with Bruce and Cindy. You guys are going to have an absolute blast. But also you're on board with Gabby and Michelle and John. Now, I'll let you into a little secret. You're getting on board on the 11th, and the 12th is Michelle's birthday. So please make a fuss of her. It's her birthday. That's the second best cup of coffee I've made all night. Now this just jumped, so there we go. Okay, Joe is saying the outgoing CEO of the Alice Spring Town Council is heading over to serve as General Manager of Dubbo Regional Council. Well, that's cool. I didn't say it was Alice Springs though, did I? Denise is saying, and 50 of our closest friends. Yep, that's right. And I can tell you what, I am incredibly jealous that both Ilana and I are not on board that cruise with you. We can only thank Tattersalls, the lottery, for denying us that fantastic opportunity of spending time with you and the 50 other closest friends. That would have been 52 closest friends. Yeah, if that would have worked. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, so where are we? Okay, so let me give you guys a bit of a heads up. Let me see. Let me see. This particular town is a town in the Northern Territory. It is the third largest settlement after Darwin and Palmerston. The name was given by a surveyor after... Okay, I won't tell you that bit because that'll give it away. The person was the wife of the telegraph pioneer Charles Todd. The town is situated roughly in Australia's geographical centre, nearly equidistant from Adelaide and Darwin. So it's right slap bang in the middle. Has a little bit of a rock next to it, so see what you think. We'll figure that one out as time goes by. All right, let me see. Joe is saying he's originally from New South Wales, so he's coming home as he has family here. Okay, did I miss something, Joe? Did I miss... Oh, I see. You're talking about the CEO. Yep, no, that's cool. He's got family in... Oh, that's cool. Denise is saying she's the official mistress of ceremonies for the ABCs and U group. They're having a meet-up on the 12th at 1 p.m. in the piano bar so we can serenade her. Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be fantastic. And please do make a fuss of her. Especially considering she pretty much takes full care of Gabby, and I can imagine Gabby would be a bit of a handful. So and it's going to be awesome. Really, it is. Really looking forward to that one. Joe is saying make sure you get a lot of photos, Denise. Yes, Denise. I don't know who you want to ask. Maybe Dwayne or whomever, but please bucket load of photos so that we can put them onto the HH4C channel. I also want to update the intro and the outro so that I can put more of the recipients on board there, and also we need that sort of things for the website as well. So we want to certainly make a fuss of it, and we want to, as much as we possibly can, get videos out there. Bruce will be pretty flat strap busy doing the coordination work along with Felicia, so I know they're going to be busy as anything. So I would greatly appreciate if you can sort out somebody doing videos for that. It's going to be an amazing cruise. We are incredibly jealous. 16 days away. You're going to be having an absolute blast. And then when you come back, maybe a couple of weeks after that, the 24th, 25th and 26th of April, we will have this particular function coming up. Hang on, let me just bring it up. We've got this particular function that's going to come up.
Hey creators, this is bigger than views. This is bigger than subscribers. It's a cruise-a-thon. What if your next live stream didn't just entertain? What if it changed someone's life? This spring, Helping Hands for Cruising is launching Dreams in Motion Spring Fling, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Helping Hands for Cruising is a non-profit organization providing fully funded inclusive cruise experiences for veterans, individuals with disabilities, Gold Star families, first responders, and caregivers. These are the people who serve, who sacrifice, and who show up for everyone else. Now it's our turn to show up for them. We're looking for YouTube creators to donate just an hour to host a live stream during the Spring Fling fundraising event. Rally your community, share the mission, and help send someone deserving on a healing journey at sea. You don't need a massive channel. You just need a willing heart and a community that cares. Because when creators unite, we don't just go live, we create impact. If you're ready to turn your platform into purpose and help move dreams into motion, join us for the Spring Fling. Let's make waves that matter.
Yep, let's make waves that matter. That is going to be absolutely awesome, that particular event. We want to raise as much funds as we can so that we can get as many people on board cruise ships. As far as I was aware, Denise, Felicia, and Greg were going to be on the cruise. But if you know something that I don't, please let me know, unless it's got to do with medical issues. Dwayne sucks as a photographer. You'll get a bunch. Oh, that's awesome. Really appreciate that. The more the merrier. Joe, I'm looking forward to being a part of this amazing fundraiser. Yep, we are certainly looking forward to having you on board, mate. And hopefully we'll be getting some good news fairly soon. I know that the solicitors have got things in hand down under, so we're trying to get, and I will make a phone call, if not tomorrow, on Friday, to find out where we're at, what's our status, because we need to be ACNC approved down under. So there we go. That's what's happening right now. Okay, so we've got that coming up. Denise, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind seeing this. I'm pretty sure.
The ABCs and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba, where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire, with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise, and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a cruise, I can tell you. There's going to be some fun people on board there. Well, good morning, Mr. Jimmy. How are you, buddy? Hope you had a good snooze overnight and are ready to rock and roll. Folks, if you hang on till 6 a.m., that's in another 45 minutes, you'll be able to enjoy the dulcet tones of Jimmy, Eddie, and a few others. So happy hump day to you, my friend. Joe's saying good day to Jimmy, and Denise has gone, Jimmy! Yeah, everybody goes, Jimmy! Joe! But when it comes to Shaun, it's good day, Shaun. It's all right, I'm used to it. Nobody loves me better than Naidu. And if I find that bloody Naidu, I'll fix him. No. That's a joke. Just kidding. So, yeah, so that's going to be an amazing cruise. That one, the ABCs. We've been to Aruba and Bonaire. That was awesome. And I can tell you, if you've got looking for an excursion on Bonaire, do the golf carts, because then you can create your own little tour around the place. And when you do your own little tour around the place, I mean, you're going to see some amazing things. Like we actually saw the salt flats, as was mentioned in the video, but also we saw the wild flamingos. And I can tell you, Kenny's eyes were like dinner plates, because there he was looking at a flamingo in the wild. Absolutely unbelievable. We even got him to put his feet in the water on the beach, thanks to Ilana. I know that Kenny had his own bodyguard there as well. There are pictures going around about Kenny with a bodyguard outside the bathroom. So yeah, it was amazing. He had a ball. He had a blast. Changed his life. And Bonaire is absolutely exquisite. Especially when we were going around on the golf carts. We got a chance to look at everything. Saw the slave huts. That's a unique thing. God, they were small, those huts, but then I suppose slaves, that's the way they look at it. Yeah, pretty sad. But anyway, it was a good opportunity. Great to see that part of the world. And actually I could get by a little bit with my Afrikaans, because Bonaire, of course, is a Dutch, I won't say it's a colony, I think it's a protectorate or something like that. Anyway, there was some good Dutch being spoken, and I could understand a bit, and yeah. What a nice cruise it was. So, and also the ship is amazing. It does have its warm spots, but hey, the Alchemy bar is great. The Fahrenheit 555 was awesome. The crew was amazing. We didn't get to go to Del Cappuccino's, but you know what? The smokehouse was great, because that's where they brewed the beer. And the beer on board cruise was not bad, even though it was desalinized salt water. Well, it wasn't salty, but it was desalinized. So, because they've got water making facilities on board the cruise that takes seawater and converts it to drinkable stuff. So that was good. It was enjoyable. Other than that, yeah, we just had a cool time. What can I say? Lots of good things happening on board that ship. So I know that Gabby and Michelle and John are going to have a life-changing experience. It's going to be good. Especially with those 50 closest friends and Denise. And what's more, not only that, but you never know what's going to come out of a hat there. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back onto this place. Let me see. So the area's original inhabitants, the Arameti, have lived in the central Australian desert for tens of thousands of years. The town has a population of 34,783 people as of June 2025. That's probably when they did their census. The town's population accounts for approximately 10% of the population of the Northern Territory, which is pretty big. It straddles the usually dry Todd River on the northern side of the MacDonnell Ranges. The surrounding region is known as Central Australia, or the Red Centre, an arid environment consisting of several deserts. This place experiences a wide temperature range with an average minimum in summer of 96.1 Fahrenheit or 35.6 Celsius, and an average minimum in winter of 5.1 C or 41.2 Fahrenheit. So it has fairly wide variety of temperatures. I'm not going to give you the place's name just yet, because Joe thinks he knows where it is, and has mentioned it a couple times that he thinks he knows where it is. But anyway, that's just a bit of a heads up for the rest of you folk. It is in the Northern Territory, which is Interesting, because the Northern Territory was actually part of South Australia. There we go. And here's an interesting one, Joe, maybe you know. The time zone in Northern Territory, is that the same time zone as South Australia? Or is it different? Because the Australia has up to 7 time zones. Because we're so wide, we can spread over so much of the Earth's surface. We go into 7 time zones, especially when it comes to daylight saving, which thank God we will be out of next month in about 2 to 3 weeks. Can't wait. I hate daylight saving with a passion. It makes the curtains fade. Yeah. All right. So the next cruise after that. So we've got the cruise that's being put on by the ABC's cruise. That's going to be on next. And then at the end of this year, we'll have a cruise going down under, of which I know that young Mr. Joe will be extremely excited. Hang on a second. I asked the question and Joe came up with the answer. Australian Central Standard Time covers both South Australia and the Northern Territory. That means that the Northern Territory is half an hour behind Eastern Standard Time. So there we go. All right. So having said this, we will be having a cruise at the end of this year down under. And let me give you a little bit of a heads up to that cruise so that you guys might be able to book. We've got 2 Americans coming on board, Rafael Viso and Eric Brown, 2 amazing channels, and they're going to be coming down for that particular cruise. I'm going to suggest you guys think about it too. 278 days away. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers, welcoming you to... What are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef.
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a cruise too. There are 3 places that I've never been to. I've been to Brisbane, I've never been to Airlie Beach, Darwin, or the Great Barrier Reef. So we're going to be doing cruises over areas that I'm I'm really excited about. Especially the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, for those that don't know, it is the largest reef in the world. And then I believe down near, where is it? I think it's down near St. Thomas or somewhere around there. That's the 2nd largest reef. That's kind of like the Great Barrier Reef. So yeah, lots of exciting things to do. We'll be visiting, like I say, I've never been to Cairns, so that'd be interesting, and Airlie Beach I've never been to. And we've got some really good things planned for when we get into Brisbane. We're going to be taking our American mates around there and jumping on ferries going from one end of the river to the other, having lots of fun. And I know Joe's got a few things planned for there as well. So it's going to be really great. We're looking forward to it pretty much as Denise is looking forward to the ABC's cruise, because I know that she needs a break. Here's an interesting thing, Denise, and I have to ask you this question. I know you work night shifts all the time. So how do you handle the time changes? Because you're working nights, but then when it comes to daylight hours, during the daylight hours you're going on the cruise, and during the daylight hours on the cruise is when you would normally be sleeping, but you're up and about spending time with folks. So how do you handle those time changes? Even though it is only for like a week or two. Anyway, so that's my question to you, Denise. Okay, so the cruises are going to be awesome. We've got the spring fundraiser, the spring cruiseathon, which is going to be amazing. All right, here we go. Denise has answered the question. I'll stay up all day today, off tonight, and flip to days. Oh wow. When I was doing shift work, the hardest thing for me was, because my shifts were rotating, the hardest thing was getting sleep, because my body clock was all over the joint. And I never forget, when I first started working out, I thought I'd be a superhero, and life was really busy at work. There was the opportunity for me to do 2 weeks of overtime, so I did 2 double shifts back to back. So I worked 16 hours, would drive home, get 4 hours sleep and get back to work. Oh yeah, and I'd go and visit my dad in hospital as well. So, because he was having open heart surgery at the time. But I remember the very last day of the shift, of the 2 weeks, I remember getting into the car and I remember getting out of the car, but I don't remember what happened in between. Scary thought. Denise is saying then she goes, then the day she goes back, she'll nap the afternoon before that night. Okay. Well, that makes it easier for you then. Your circadian rhythm is FUBAR. Ah, okay. I can get that. I could put some words in there. Yeah, I could put some words in there that some of them may not sound pretty nice, but hey, I get it. Your rhythm is just all over the place. It does, things like that do that to you. Effed up beyond all recognition. Yeah, I wasn't going to use the recognition bit. I was going to use the F bit I got. I was going to think of some other word, but anyway, that's cool. I know that shift work does that stuff to you. Joe saying so is mine. Denise, being a day shifter kills it bad. Being a day shifter, not when you're working 11 to dawn. That's the 11 to dawn is the time that most people want to sleep. It's when the body says, I need to shut down. And that's not fun. Day shift is easy. Denise is having a giggle there. Yep, day shift is easy. We would start at 7 a.m. and go through until about 3. And then the next shift change was between 3 to 11. And then the next shift was 11 till 7. So that was the rotation. And I can tell you, the 11 to 7 always used to get me. We would be running programs, because I was working as a computer operator at the time, and we'd be running programs that would go overnight. And when they were going overnight, you'd put the thing on and it would take hours, and you'd be twiddling your thumbs, and occasionally we would have some nourishments that shouldn't be had, that of the alcoholic type, and then we'd wonder why everything didn't balance. But hey, there was one guy who was really professional at it. He would drink to excess and then try and drive home. That was really funny. G'day, Shaz. How you doing, young lady? I hope you had a bit of a rest and you're ready and rocking and rolling, ready to get things happening. 543 earrings, is that right? She's saying g'day to Denise as well. Sharon is. And Nightbot is saying to drop your link, please type in #duck in the chat. #DUC, Mike, and then Nightbot will come up with all the nice stuff. Anyway, so as we continue, I know that you guys are going to be certainly cruising with a lot of fun. A lot of the ships down under are starting to work their way back up north now to your hemisphere. We're going to be losing, not this season. This season we've still got the Carnival Adventure, but next season we will lose the Carnival Adventure to come up. So it'll be the Carnival Adventure and the Luminosa will both be heading over to North America, where I think they will both be involved in the Alaska trips. So there you go. Joe's saying g'day to Sharon. So now the Carnival Encounter has been updated. She is currently being set up to be set. She's currently being set up to be more carnivalized. So she's going to be getting, in May, I believe, she goes into dry dock for a second time to get the Fahrenheit 555 put on, and then the burger joint will be set up as well. And not sure whether they're going to get Guy's Burger on board or not, but there you go. Joe is saying, please go over and wish our wonderful friend Scott from Controversial Cruising a very happy birthday. Well, Scott can come in here and then I'll wish him happy birthday. Sharon is great. Says she's great. 550 only. Need 450 to get 1,000 pairs of earrings. Shaz, what are you going to do with that 1,000 pairs of earrings? Seriously. Good morning, Joe, says Sharon. That must have cost you a screaming fortune. You should flog some. Get your handiwork out there. Let people know exactly what's going on with Shaz and her earrings. I'm pretty sure that you would do amazing things there and sell a whole heap. Okay, so yes, so we've got the Down Under Cruises Great Barrier Reef cruise happening at the end of this year. Then in 2027 in March, we have elected, Ilana and I have elected that maybe we should let it go, because there's the Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise happening in 2028, and I'll give you a little bit more info about that one shortly. But in March there is the unofficial Creators Group Cruise Down Under. That's going out of Melbourne, sailing out of Melbourne on the Carnival Adventure, which was the old Princess, Golden Princess. Now, because it was the old Golden Princess, both Ilana and I are quite attached to that ship. The reason being, it was the reason why we got into cruising in the first place. But we're deciding what takes priority, and right now for us, the priority will be the Heroes Cruise happening in 2028. So we're giving you all a heads up that you should look at the Heroes Cruise in 2028. And the reason why we've called it the Heroes Cruise is we are looking to set it up so that We are honouring all first responders and vets, Gold Star families, and those that have been injured in any way, shape or form by putting themselves out to help others. So that's what that cruise is going to be. And we're certainly looking to do some severe damage to the ship. By that I mean filling a bucket load of cabins. Right now we're working on filling 200, but if we can fill 500, we would be excited. In fact, if we could fill the ship, that would be an even better thing for us. We would really appreciate that. Sharon is saying she doesn't know, but she needs to do something. Well, we all know that. You keep on complaining that you've got so many earrings and you need to get rid of some. Well, we're giving you an option to get rid of some. Talking about support, Nightbot says, welcome to the fun with the Down Under Cruises. Please support our channel so that we can support HH4C. Sharon is saying, Joe, I've done wished controversial Scott a happy birthday this morning. Wait a minute, but Scott would be in bed right now, wouldn't he? Because he's on Arizona time, being in, or is he on a cruise? I don't know. I have no idea. I've got to keep my ear to the ground a bit more, I reckon. Now, I believe that some of the larger cruise lines are looking at bringing, so for example, we've got NCL does have a ship that comes across every now and then. We've got the Spirit. The Spirit does do the season down under. Then Princess also has some ships down here. Currently, we've got the Grand and the Coral. The Coral's busy doing circumnavigations. We've got, now Carnival is the only cruise line that does year round, and with that we have the Encounter and the Splendor, the Luminosa and the Adventure. Right now the Adventure is still on our normal run, but the Adventure will, as of next season, be headed back up across, so we'll be left with 2 ships over the winter season down under. We also have, what do you call that Caribbean ship? Caribbean cruise lines. Oh my goodness me. Seriously. Joe's heading out. He'll talk on Saturday. Awesome, mate. You have a good night's snooze. Or you be ready for Jimmy's live. I know you'll go there. The Royal Caribbean ships, they come down for a season, and they'll be ships heading out fairly soon. We were looking, both Ilana and I were looking at doing a Trans-Pacific repositioning out of Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, so it'll be great. And then what it does is it goes down and does about 7 port stops on the way down. It's I think it's a 23-day cruise, which goes, repositions back into Brisbane. Or is it Sydney? I can't remember which one. But it comes back down under, and once it comes back down under, then we can just get off home and catch up with a few other people. While in Sydney, we might catch up with some of the Sydney people, like David Burgess and his lovely wife, Sue, or we might go and see, if it's in Brisbane, we might catch up with Robin Alley or with Deb and Matt, who are up in those areas there. So it'll be awesome. We're certainly looking forward to those times when we can actually catch up with people. That's the good thing about doing group cruises. You go with people you like, right? You may not have met them face to face, but when you actually get on board that cruise ship, you change the circumstance, right? You get to meet the people. You realize they have more body parts than just the waist up, than the bust, because they could be very robust. Okay, shut up, Shaun. We know it's getting late. So Yes, so it will be a fun time in the sun, and I'm sorry I've chased a few away with those fantastic jokes that I make, but anyway. So with that in mind, I'm saying a Trans-Pacific would be really great. We'd have to have a look at it when we could afford it, because a couple of big things happening. As I said, we'll be doing the Heroes Cruise in 28. December 29, January 30, we will be looking at, so that's 2030, 2029, December 2029, we're looking at doing New Year's Eve in Sydney and then doing a South Pacific out of Sydney on early January 2030. So that's going to be amazing. And if anybody wants to join us on that, please go ahead. You can start saving for that. It's only, 5 years away, 4 years away. So get involved. Come join us. It's going to be amazing. We've already got a bucket load of interest coming out of the U.S. to come on board that ship. Yeah, we're not sure of the itinerary just yet. We will put up an itinerary, and you never know. We might actually turn it into an HH4C cruise as well. We might be lucky enough to have a recipient on board. We'll see how we go. And if we can fill the ship, that'd be awesome. But yeah, the Heroes Cruise is the big thing. Yeah, fun in the sun. What can I say? With that in mind, folks, what other cruises have we got? What cruises are you guys on? Oh, let me help out Joe. He was right. Now that he's gone, I will tell you. It was Alice Springs. We are in Alice Springs, which is one of the largest towns in, it's the third largest town in the Northern Territory. The history was in 1861-62, John McDowell Stewart led an expedition through Central Australia to the west of what later became Alice Springs, thereby establishing a route from the south of the continent to the north. A settlement named after Stewart was necessitated 10 years later with the construction of a repeater station on the Australian Overland Telegraph, which linked Adelaide to Darwin and Great Britain. The OTL, the Overland Telegraph Line, was completed in 1872. It traced Stewart's route and opened up the interior for permanent settlement. Alice Springs Telegraph Station was sited near what was thought to be a permanent waterhole in the normally dry Todd River, named Alice Springs. Now, for your information, not too far from Alice Springs is Uluru, which is a dirty big fat rock, and you would have known it as Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock became, the Aborigines decided to revert it back to its traditional name, which is Uluru. So there you go. That's some of the history of Alice Springs. That's what young Joe was saying beforehand. Alice Springs is, it's an amazing place. I've yet to get there. I will. But the good news is it's got amazing things going for it. A little bit further down from Alice Springs is a place called Coopapedy. Coopapedy is the opal capital of Australia, so you can get all your opals from there. And in actual fact, Coopapedy has a history in that people live underground rather than above the ground because it's way too hot. Underground is way much easier. So what they do is they dig out the opals and turn it into a dwelling. There you go. You never know. I might bring up Coopapedy another time and have some pictures up there of what life underground is like. But anyway, Alice Springs being the centre, a lot of people go there as a tourist attraction. It's really slap bang in the middle. And being slap bang in the middle, there's not a lot around. It is mostly desert around there. So that's Alice Springs. And look, please bring up the playlist. Where are we now? Or where are we today? And or places around Australia. We've done about 15 different places around Australia. Mostly right now we've done New South Wales and the state of Victoria, and now we're heading a little bit further across. Next time, you never know, we might do some other border towns. I might do a border town special. You never know. That's some good ideas there that I'm thinking of. But yes, folks, take the opportunity to have a look-see. Come and check out where I've highlighted, and you never know, you might actually visit those places in person. All right, with that in mind, folks, I don't have a lot more to say. We will be doing our show on Friday night for those of you across the pond. Those on our side of the pond, we will be on at 1 p.m. Once we go into April and the time changes down under, that will then become midday. And because it's midday, that will be the midday brunch. So there we go. We shall catch up with you guys on the weekend. I'm wishing those of you that are cruising a fantastic cruising time. Scott, have a very happy birthday if you get to listen to this in the background. To all the rest of you, please have an amazing hump day, and know that the weekend is not far away because we've gone over the hump. So with that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all a great day, and we'll catch up with you later. Say good day to your mum for me.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild